Hey guys, today reading with Sammy. I almost said Sammy Smithies. That's tomorrow. So guys, we're here with the book called Hero's Guide to Saving Your Kingdom, or book 1 of the Hero's Guide books, which is by Christopher Healy. So I have the hardcover book of this one because my stupid butts ordered the 3 books together. But I have hardcover for the first and third, and then like paperback for the second. So the 3 books in the series. And this one starts off with introducing the characters with a prologue, actually, being the first book. Which I like the prologue because it really sets up what you didn't know about Prince Charming. Okay, so I'll explain the book mainly. So it's mainly about the 4 Prince Charmings, which are from 4 different fairy tales, but told mainly like the Grimm's Brothers fairy tales. Like, not Disney way of doing it, no. So we have the princes from Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Snow White, and Rapunzel. But these names aren't really, their names that are given to them in the book aren't really Disney's names for them. So we have Prince Liam from Sleeping Beauty. We have Prince Frederick from Cinderella. We have Prince Duncan from Snow White, and Prince Gefs. I don't really know how to say his name. Don't know how to pronounce that. I've read this book millions of times and still can't pronounce his name. Gavin from Rapunzel. So starting off with the prologue, they go into what you didn't know about the Prince Charmings and explaining it. Like, Prince Charming isn't really a name because the whole book they make fun of the fact that they're called Prince Charming. And they explain why they're called Prince Charming and actually do kind of a foreshadowing of what their adventure was like. They mention chapter 20, which is where they're basically walking into a bar. Which I'll even read. Of course, by wait, no, that's the wrong page that started on. I read chapter 20 and went to it. If we were peeking ahead to chapter 20, we would see our heroes in a small mountain town called Florkstadt. I can't say that very well. Sitting in just about the worst tavern in all of creation, the Stumpy Boarhound. Slumpy Boarhound is the kind of drink-measured place where pirates and assassins play cards while plotting their next devil's scheme. It's not the type of place you would expect to find one Prince Charming, let alone 4, and yet in chapter 20, they're all there. It's kind of showing how they kind of mess up. Like, the first chapter even goes into the first chapter is called Prince Charming Misplaces His Bride. Which is kind of funny. Because that whole chapter is about, that whole chapter is about Frederick basically losing Ella, and she goes off on an adventure. Ella's what they call her, Lady Ella in the book, because they explain, Cinderella was just the name she was given. Her real name's Ella. Like the live-action Cinderella did. And then you got Gavin's perspective in, I call him Gavin. That's just how I pronounce it. In chapter 2, Prince Charming defends some vegetables, which you see in all these chapters that the Prince Charmings are basically not as charming as they would be said to be. And it's just a whole bunch of them having to go through this adventure, and by the end they still haven't won everyone's opinion of them over. Because you get to the, I don't know if there is an epilogue. And it's called Prince Charming Goes Where Everybody Knows His Name. Which the epilogue just explains that they go back to the bar that they're in chapter 20, And it's called The Birthplace of the League of Princes. And by the end of the adventure, you see no one's really, like, okay with them being, like, heroes and doesn't believe that they're heroes. And you can, if you go into, like, the second book, which, yes, I've read it before and I know, which is called The Hero's Guide to Storming the Castle. Yeah, you kind of get all of them. It's like Saving Your Kingdom. The book titles give you what they're trying to do inside the book. Like the third book's The Hero's Guide to Being an Outlaw, because they're outlawed by the third book. And this one, they all make sense. They're all fun adventures. You get to follow through their perspective. Like if the group ever splits up, you get the perspective from both sides. And it's just a really fun book. I know I've loved it, and I mainly love adventure books, and this is definitely under the category of adventure books. It's just a good book, and I suggest the whole series. Like this book series is good. There's only 3 books in it, as far as I know. I don't know if they're adding a new one, or if there's a new one. I haven't looked it up recently. So, yeah, that's mainly what this book's about. It's, if you like adventure and you like, it's kind of a twist on the fairy tales, because you see, like, their lives after the fairy tale. Like, in this, like, I think Sleeping Beauty's a manipulative princess who got whatever she wanted. In this one, she's actually called Briar Rose instead of Aurora. And then Rapunzel's a hero, a healer. I can speak. A healer in the forest. Snow White lives in the forest still with the 7 dwarves and has a crazy family. So it's kind of different from what the tales you were told. And it's just fun to follow their adventures. So I think that'll be about it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and comment. Hope you're having a good day. I had a good day, depending on where you are and what time it is for you. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.